Okay, so this morning I've decided to come out into the garden and to get myself some fresh herbs so I can incorporate it when I'm making my stock for later. So I'm going to get me some curly parsley, some other oregano right here. This is quite strong and it grows a little bit differently. This is the Greek oregano. They do punch a different type of flavor. So I'm going to use both because I'm just trying to make a nice veggie stock. Time. Okay, so I got me some thyme. And then this is some sage. A few leaves of my sage, not too much. It can be overpowering at times, so I just want a few. Okay, 4 pieces. And then this is another type of oregano that I'm going to just add as well. Okay, and I found some cilantro. So then I have me some rosemary. And even during the bad weather, my rosemary was still doing very, very well. Awesome. And what else can I find? There's some chives right here. So I'm gonna cut a few sprigs of that. My chives. Okay. And I think I got all that I need for my stock. The only thing I'm gonna add is I might just put a few sprigs of arugula. These are nice and big and fat. Okay, it's going to get a nice peppery taste, but also very alkalining. And yes, that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's all I'm going to use today to cook some food and also to use to help me to make some stock. So see you in the kitchen. Okay, so back indoors, brought in all my nice fresh herbs that I got from the garden, and I literally just washed them. And I'm just going to show you typically what I do. I just store them into a glass jar. I usually use like a typical drinking glass, but this is a lot of herbs, so I need something a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to put them in. This is my rosemary. You know, this is the arugula. I'll put her in last that I washed. This is the cilantro. Curly parsley, my curly parsley. I'm just gonna stuck in there. And I bought picked quite a few of these because I'm doing multiple things today that I might need a lot of fresh herbs for. Okay. Again, this is my fresh curly parsley. And this now is the Italian parsley. So it packs a different type of flavor. This is the Greek oregano. See how it's tight, the way it's packed with the leaves. And then I did get some chives as well. It's actually just enough. So these are my chives. It's basically from the onion family. So it smells just like onion, but the flavor is just a little bit more delicate than an onion. It's not as that sharp smell or taste as an onion. So it's nice to put in your stock or your stew. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all that I got. So I have my bouquet of herbs from the backyard today. I could probably get, I don't know, $6.99 at the supermarket for my herbs. Okay, so I'm showing this all to you just to say that you can also do the same thing. You can plant your own, herbs in pots in your backyard. Plant it. As long as you have a little bit of sun and some water, you can actually plant your own herbs, and it's nothing more gratifying than being able to go outside and pick your own fresh herbs to incorporate in your plant-based meals. So have fun with it. Try it. If that one doesn't work, try something else. If that corner of the house doesn't work, try somewhere else. But I would recommend you find somewhere where you're getting a little bit of sun coming in the morning or in the evening, and then you just water, however, every other day or so, just to kind of keep it fresh. You'll know. Eventually, you will know after doing it for a while how to treat your herbs in order for it to grow and give you beautiful herbs like this. Okay? So I'll see you later when we start preparing some meals using these beautiful herbs. So this is what we'll be doing today. I will be making a stock from scratch. And I tend to do that to avoid using the packaged stock as the base of my soups. And I love soups. So I cook soups on a regular basis, okay? So what I've done is usually when I do have some of my veggies that are a little bit on the, older side, they're a bit wilted, and you don't want to use those into your salad because the green leaves have now turned yellow or yellowish, I tend to save them and then transform them into a stock. So I just went to my refrigerator and see what I could spot that would be ideal for a stock. And I got me some dandelion, green kale, fennel, chayote, pumpkin, a little piece of onion, some ginger and turmeric, and a bay leaf and a hot pepper that I saw somewhere. I also use some of the stems from the mushrooms. Oh, look as if a mushroom escaped. Plus there's a mushroom also in that pile. And then what I'll do, I will basically just put those into boiling water and let it simmer there for a while with some salt and pepper to your taste, whatever season you want to add to it to give it the flavor that you're looking for. And then I'll be adding some of that nice fresh herbs that I picked earlier, and then transform all of this into a stock that we can then use for our soups or for anything else, casserole, anything that you like to make that requires a veggie stock base. So that's what we'll be doing. That's what I'll be doing off camera, and then when I come back on camera, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, see you in a bit. Earlier we talked about making a stock. We talked about how to use your scraps. I'm suggesting not to throw those out. Just keep them to the side in a separate bag or something, and then use them to make your stock. So what we spoke about earlier is doing just that. And I showed you that I was going to chop everything up and put that into a pot with some boiling water and add my seasoning to it, salt and pepper and any other seasoning that you may like. To it, I added some garlic and I added some ginger as well. And then I also added to that now some fresh herbs that I picked earlier from the garden. If you remember, we picked those earlier from the garden. So I added that to it to give the stock a bit of a freshness. All I've done once my stock is boiled, and come together and taste the way I want it to taste, I just literally strain it. And this is the end result. And I think it looks like a box stock. Okay, but that's your stock getting from your vegetables and from your herbs with salt and pepper to taste. And that's something that you can make on your own. I won't need all of this stock, so you can put the rest away once it's cooled down and put it into your fridge, into your freezer. And next time when you need it for something, you just pull it out and reuse it. So that's the reason why I take the time to do something like that, because you can reuse it several times as opposed to just a one-time shot.
Yeah. He said also that nation you serve I shall judge. We walk in the wilderness, it hurts so much. I praise the Most